Hey
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 guys!
guys!
Welcome
Welcome,
to
welcome.
welcome to another episode.
Whoop, whoop.
Woot
Very exciting.
woot.
Uh, how are we all feeling today?
Not
Eh,
awful.
I
You
feel
guys both, I
I'm
was gonna
like
say,
exhausted.
you both look it. Like, not
Dude,
to be mean, but like, I know I look it
no,
too, but like, y'all look
I was
tired.
literally at work the last half hour and I was literally late sitting like this on the desk looking at the
Yeah,
computer. I
yeah,
caught myself falling asleep and I'm like, dude, no.
No.
yeah.
You cannot be
No,
going to sleep at work.
no. Yeah. I was really bad. Like I was just like I don't ever like fall asleep on the couch too much because I'm like, well, time to go to bed then. Like, or I'm just riled with anxiety about like the bar exam, but it hasn't happened. So I was like falling asleep on the couch. I was like, fuck me. I've been
Yeah.
working too hard.
Sleep.
And the thing is, like, I sleep. This is what really bothers me about sleep. It's a real big conniption of mine. Is I go to bed and I sleep for 8 hours. I wake up tired. And I still throughout the day tired, and then I go to bed tired. Wake up
Mood.
tired.
Mood.
Like
Always. Always. A
the
never ending
only
Always.
cycle.
the only time it has not I have not exactly been completely exhausted throughout the day, even after sleeping in hours. Is have you heard of Kourtney Kardashian's Let Me Sleep gummies?
I have.
Okay, so those are mad good. They taste good. So they don't have them because they kind of taste like candy. Aside from that, they actually like really work. So if you take them like 30 minutes before bed, they knock me out. Like I wake up and I'm like, whoa.
Amazing.
Like I woke up and
Damn.
I was like, oh my god, I slept in. I'm like, what is going on? Like, and that's the only time where I felt like so not exhausted. So that was nice. But then I'm like, I don't want to become like addicted to them. I know they're not like
Yeah, and
crack
like
cocaine
rely on
and like
them
rely on them to go to sleep or like eventually they stop working or like as they should.
and
So
become immune. Yeah.
yeah, but like the day before, although I worry, like I want to take it like the night before the bar, but I'm like gonna worry and be like, oh my god, this isn't
I'm not
gonna
gonna
work.
wake up in time. Yeah.
And I have to be there at like I feel like 7 a.m. So like
I
we'll see.
actually do have to be there at 7 a.m.
So I finally they finally like sent us a schedule and they go the last time you can be seated is at 8:20, and I was like, okay, well what time should I get there? Like what time does the building open?
Yeah.
So I'm
Like,
getting there at like 7. I'm getting there at 7 a.m. because you know all the other bitches are gonna be there at 7 a.m. too.
Oh
So
yeah.
fuck if I'm gonna be there. And there could be 1,000 people. A
Dude, I'm
thousand.
C 8,000. Make like 8,767. How?
Gross. That's gross.
That's so many people.
Yeah. So
That's
wait,
like,
yikes.
that's crazy that there's that many people.
I'm hoping that that's not what it means. I'm hoping it's just
Well,
like
maybe it's
some
like
weird
eight.
way.
Maybe it's like
Like
eight
they have to
thousand of the
like
whole
space
state.
you like they have to like space you out.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know.
maybe
I
it's
just
eight
like
thousand. Maybe it's 8,000 of the whole state. Like it's
state,
not
possibly.
because that would make more sense than like of a location because
Yeah, because I
that
was
would
like,
be like
that's insane.
that's
Insanity.
crazy if you have like
Like, I don't want to
yeah.
go. Like, that's causing me anxiety. Like, social
No,
anxiety. Like, I'm good.
It's
talking
like I don't want.
about
Yeah.
anxiety. Are we gonna say our cult warm and fuzzies really
Yes, you
quickly?
want to go?
Because
Go.
Go for it. You're ready,
what do you
Yeah,
apparently.
you're
want me
ready.
to
Have at it.
what do you
Yeah.
want me to start with?
You
What do you
Wanna
want?
choose.
do?
Yeah, you
Oh,
You're
choose.
driving the
I know
bus.
what.
Exactly. This is your train. We're just on it. Having a good
Listen,
time.
okay, if we're gonna like do that, then I'm gonna start with my cold and prickly
Oh,
because
nice.
what a fucking week it has been.
Yeah, please. Yeah,
Jenna
dive in.
knows it's been shit. First, the
Yeah.
beginning of the week, Sunday, I went and revisited our venue for the wedding. So I'm telling the lady, I'm like, yeah, like my wedding is in 2 weeks here. And I'm like, I just want to make sure I have enough tables. So I tell her how many guests we have 181. I'm like, do you have enough tables for this? And she's like, oh, yeah. No, well, it'll be fine.
Okay.
So then I'm looking at the chart and me and Jenna did the seating chart. And
Hmm.
I was like, we need 25 tables. She only has, we have to get 8 extra tables from somewhere else. So this lady sends me a list, a name of a company to call.
Yeah.
And so I call them and I'm like, yeah, I need to rent tables for this weekend. I'm sorry, we're completely booked. I don't have anything. I'm like, okay. I'm
Which don't
like,
you think that lady would like they should have a set side amount if this lady is a venue place and they're
Right.
like giving like that's their go-to person to have people rent tables from, they should keep at least like 10 in stock.
Yeah. So
and
then
even
I'm
if you,
like,
yeah, like, and even if you didn't, maybe if you didn't keep them in stock because you're bad at your job, you should at least tell Casey well before, like, when she asks you
well,
directly,
and
"Are
the
we
Yeah.
gonna
thing
have
is
enough?"
that
Say,
she was
"I don't have
like,
enough."
I literally told her, she's like, how many guests do you guys have? And I'm like,
Right.
I'm thinking the final number is going to be this. She's like, oh, yeah, no problem. We'll have a plenty. Like, we'll have enough. And I'm like, okay, no worries. Like, then
Right.
me and Jenna sit down to go do the seating chart and we figure out that we need 25 fucking tables. And I'm like,
Oh God.
okay, what
That
am I
wasn't
gonna
even
do?
the first hiccup of the week.
What was it? Oh my God, what was the first?
Oh, so the guys went to, try on
Oh,
get their
yeah.
suits and stuff.
Yeah.
We went last month. All
Yeah.
the guys had gotten their measurements done by June 8th.
Yeah, like you said. Good.
So I called the place, it was last week, Jenna?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I call the guy, and his idiot help answers the phone and has no idea what I'm talking about. Like, doesn't know a clue. So I'm like, okay, have the boss call me when he gets a second because I need to, like, know what's going on.
Right.
So I'm leaving work on Thursday, I think it was, and
Mhm.
or Wednesday, some Thursday or whatever. And I get a phone call from somebody and I don't recognize the number. Well, on iPhones you can see them leaving a voicemail.
Right.
So as soon as I figure out who it was, I picked it up and I was like, "Yeah, I'm here. Like, what's going
Mhm.
on?" The guy was like, "Yeah, I was calling just to, confirm everything, like what you were looking for." And I'm like, and then when I told him what it was for, he's like, "Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about." And I'm like, "Okay, well, when's everything supposed to be in?" He goes, "I haven't ordered it yet." I was like, I said, "Excuse me, what?" I'm like, what did you just say? He's like, "Well, I didn't know if you didn't call me to like confirm, so I didn't know if you wanted me to order everything and I didn't want to get stuck with it." And I'm like, uh, it's 3 weeks before the wedding. I was like, "Yeah, you better order it." I'm like, "I need
Right.
this stuff like
Right.
in a couple of weeks."
Right. And especially because, like, let's say they do it and, like, there needs to be an adjustment, like, you need to have time for an
Yeah.
additional adjustment. That's
So,
crazy pants.
well, yesterday, Jenna, I left
Mhm.
work early. Yesterday, I called the place
Yeah.
12 times.
I called them 7.
Oh my God, 19.
12,
Damn.
12 times I called them. Jenna called them 7 times. Nobody was answering the phone.
Mind you, it's the guy's like cell phone.
It's
so
his
you
cell
know he
phone.
had it on him.
Yeah, he was just like, "Oh, I'm just not gonna answer."
So,
And his volume was up because when we went there, his phone rang and the volume was up.
yes.
Yeah.
So I'm literally, I was like, I looked at my other coworker at work, and I'm like, I need to like, is it okay if I leave like a half an hour early so I can go like before this guy closes and see
Yeah.
like where my stuff is because I'm getting nervous. So I get there, I have Jenna meet me there, and he's like, I'm walking in. He looks at me, he knows exactly who I am. He's like, what can I do for you? And I'm like, I'm here to check on my stuff because according to the week before, it took 6 days for everything to come in, which would have been Wednesday
Yesterday.
this week.
Right.
So I'm like, we go there yesterday, and I was like, where is everything? Only the shirts arrived. And I'm like, so then he pulls out his phone because I'm like, dude, I'm like, my wedding is in 2 weeks. I'm like, I need this stuff here like a month ago. Like, what are
Right.
you doing? Oh,
Literally.
and then he's like, he whips out his phone. He's like, I can show you the proof that, like, it's on its way. So I'm like,
It's like
okay.
a text message.
It's a text message. And I'm like, so he shows me, and I'm like, okay. I'm like, you have my number, correct? And he's like, yeah, I think so. So I find my number in the book under Alex's name. I'm like, you call that number right there when everything comes in.
Mhm.
Thank God today he calls me. Everything has come in.
Ah, thank God.
So that was a relief. But still, besides the fact the stuff is a month and a half behind from being ordered. Yeah, and there's 2
Oh,
weeks until the
God.
wedding tomorrow.
That's
On a
just-
positive note, the seamstress messaged me about my original dress, and that one's ready for pickup.
Amazing.
small ones.
Small Collins.
Ugh, that's
So
that's gross.
what's y'all's cold and prickly?
I can go. So
Oh yeah,
my
have at it.
so I have a couple.
Glad I'm not the only one.
Yeah, no, you're not alone. Well, so yesterday is the day that we usually go to the water park, so we were going to the water park. But I don't. You probably don't know the weather patterns of southern Las Vegas, southern Nevada. But end of June to August is monsoon season, so that's fantastic. And they
My God.
just pop up and they happen, and then they like happen for like 5-10 minutes and they're done. Because they're crazy because it gets so much. There's not a lot of humidity, and eventually it gets a lot of humidity, heat, and then blah, and then it's done. And then there's lots of thunder too, which is super. I mean, I'm super cool with it. Like as long as I'm inside and that's cool. But like we were at the water park trying to enjoy ourselves. We get there at like 11 because that's when it opens, and we're there at noon trying to wait for a ride. And like there's a storm cloud like coming over, and I was like, they're gonna probably close, aren't they, Dad? He's like, yeah, if there's thunder, they can't let us be in water because it's like it'll get shocked and die. I was like, well, maybe it won't come through. Like maybe they won't do it. And so like then we get the signal and they're closing it. And then they're like, oh, everyone can stay. Like we're not closing the park, but you can't go in the water, you can't go on the rides, you have to and you can't sit on anything. You're just gonna have to be around because you could get electrocuted if you touch anything. So you just have to sit around and wait if you want to, or you can leave. I was like, I'm not waiting here. And this time it lasted 3 hours. And I was like,
Oh
I'm
God.
not, like later, because then we got home and it kept happening. And I was like, yeah, I'm happy I didn't stay. But I was so sad because I only got to swim for like 30 minutes. And then
Oh man.
Oh, that
So-
does suck.
I know, but I'm going to go twice this next week because then I can't go again. So I got to leave and then I can't ever go again. So I was really sad about that. But what was the other thing that really sucked? Because that was one thing that really sucked. Come back to me. Maybe I'll think of it later in our podcast. I know.
So
Yeah.
mine, everything sucks. So I'm just
Yeah.
gonna like go with the general like, which is also it goes right into my warm and fuzzy, so I can knock it out right now.
Okay.
The bar exam is coming quick,
Real
but at the
quick.
same time, I'm so like excited that it's coming quick because I just want it to be done so that I can have like
Yeah.
normal thoughts.
Like a breath of like a breath.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel the
So that's,
exact
but
same way.
it's scary that it's so soon at the
Yeah.
same time. So I would say that that's covering both of mine.
Yeah, so my warm fuzzy, I'll jump in, is similar. This week I hit the 75% mark, which was like my end point for being online because I'm just like reading outlines, and so I felt good about that. I was like, thank God, the part.
Yeah,
of
it was like a
it feels
huge
like
relief, right?
yeah, like hopefully, yeah. I was like, thank God this part is done, and so like then I felt like I could start to be excited to like see you guys and be excited for the wedding and excited for after because for such a period of time it was like I'm never going to finish this.
And it was like a looming cloud like over you that
exactly
like,
because
because I once it went away, I was like, the sun is shining again.
exactly like life is not so well because like I know like Jenna probably told you, Casey, but like it felt like it was abusing us every single day, like harassing us to
I
do
can
it.
imagine. That's
Like,
that's
and I
rough
get-
shit.
And I know we have to do it, but like it felt like the program was just wildly aggressive about it. Like they could have been way nicer about how they like
'Cause,
told
like,
you
it's
how
like,
to do stuff.
Bam.
Exactly.
in your face.
Fuck you.
It literally does that to you, and then you freak out
Exactly.
with your professor because you're like having a complete meltdown because it's
Yeah.
telling you you're doing so terrible, and she's like, you have nothing to worry about. You're doing fine.
Because our famous person, like our famous rep person, texted Jenna and was like, "Oh, let's triage your situation." When Jen and I are like the similar point, and they're like,
I was
doing
literally only
equally
like
as well.
1% away from him.
Exactly, like she's
That's-
1% behind me or something. Like we're not like far apart from each other, and like they're like, "Oh my God, we had to triage the situation for you," and I was like, feels
It's
great.
trigger meltdown.
Exactly, like it feels like you're being a bitch. I won't say his name, but
So you want to hear my warm and fuzzy?
yes.
So
I remember my
today at work, I sent Jenna a Snapchat video of it, but I don't know if she paid attention to it.
I did pay attention to it. I just didn't
Okay.
respond because I was busy today.
Okay, so there's this really cute old guy, and he's been a
Aw.
patient. I mean, I've only been there for like 2.5 months, so like
Right.
I've only known this guy. He's been coming a long time, but I've only known him for 2.5 months.
Mhm.
And today was his last day at physical therapy, so he comes in with all of these boxes of people that he's like, all the therapists that he's dealt with, like all of us in the office and stuff. He hands me. I'll show you it. He hands me this bag,
Oh, that's pretty. Damn.
and he
It is pretty.
bought a bottle of wine, not wine, but Moscato.
Moscato, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, I haven't known this
Nice.
guy like
Yeah.
only 2 months,
Yeah.
and he's like, I just wanted to say thanks. He bought all the therapists that he's worked with, bought them all gifts. He
Yeah.
bought the other receptionist a gift. He's just so sweet.
Mhm.
Aw,
And I was
so
like, I'm like,
sweet.
he gave me this bag, and I'm like, oh my god, I felt like I've only been here for 2 months. Like
Right.
I've only been dealing with you for 2 months. I
Uh-huh.
just thought it was really cute.
that's so
And
sweet.
then he asked me, he's like, you married? And I said, yeah, in 2 weeks. And he goes, you should save that
Aw,
for when you're married. He goes, because it tastes really good.
that was
Nice.
sweet.
I love
I'm
sweet little
like,
old men.
it was
Sometimes sweet
so
little guys are.
cute.
I love that. That's really sweet. So I remembered my kind of cold and prickly, but it's more of a interactive thing. I'd like to explain the situation and then have you like give your
Okay.
thoughts and feelings on it because I trust you too implicitly. So I would love to hear your thoughts and feelings on. They're not exactly.
ready.
It's not, it's
Give
not
it to
exactly a
me.
cold and prickly, but okay. So I won't use anyone's name, but I will like explain what occurred. So for context, I know this person only because we go to law school. We only went to law school together. We had one class. We weren't in the same section the first year. Didn't share many classes. We have mutual friends, but we are not friends. Like we're friends on Instagram. Like we follow each other on Instagram, but nothing more really than that. Well, so then I posted something on my Instagram story about like this whole thing of like pick your 5 shows. And so like I circled the shows that I like. And so she responds to the story and he goes, oh my God, I can't believe you love all the shows. I love these shows. I can't believe we weren't friends in law school. And what in God's name do I say to that? I don't talk to this person ever. Like, what do I say? Like, what is doing? I was so
Like that's so
uncomfortable.
random.
That's
It's so
so
random.
random.
Like, I can't believe we weren't friends. And for context, Jenna knows she doesn't maybe know the person. I'll say it off camera. But like, so
Will you
this-
text me?
Oh yes,
Yeah,
I'll text you. I'll
same.
text you both. I'll text you both. Wait, I'll use Instagram.
Amazing.
Me, I don't know her name now.
So
I know her name,
it's
but like,
that irrelevant.
it's so unimportant to my life. Oh, there we go. We got it. Did that. Okay. Here. This is her. Okay, let's take a picture.
Oh my gosh, I also thought of a real good exciting thing to tell y'all about.
Yeah, please. Here,
but
okay.
we'll do this first because I want to.
And then I have
once
another
I get
thing
this, I'll
later.
Have,
Yeah,
like,
do
the
your
full
thing.
context.
Yeah, do your thing, and then I want to hear your thing, and then I have another thing to ask about. So this girl, like for context, also we have technically one mutual friend, but we're not like that close. Look who it is! Special guest. Hello.
Hi,
What
Dad.
are you eating?
Oh, he can't
Nice.
hear me.
He
Oh,
can't
yeah,
hear you.
Fuck. Damn. So this girl and I share a mutual friend who I've had issues with, but she's also friends with someone that we all don't like. All three of
Yeah.
us don't like.
Huh?
She's like
Yeah.
she's good. She started to be good friends with this person. And we have to talk about it more off camera. But I was like so taken aback by it. Like the other person that she has become friendly with hates Jenna and I. Hates. And, like hates. And then like the other person she's like friends with first before she became friends with the other one, like she hated us too and she talked trash about us. So like of course you know why we weren't friends. Like
yeah.
I'm not gonna be friends with you when you're friends with
Clearly.
them. Like, yeah, and she's also annoying as hell. Not to be too mean, but like she's one of those anal retentive, like so uptight about her grades constantly kind of person. And then isn't gonna become a lawyer. So fuck her, is all I have to say.
That's crazy.
But like, so she texted me, and it was like, it wasn't even just like a simple, because I can like read the text message after, but like, it was like an intense message. It wasn't just like, oh my God, I can't believe we like all the same shows. That's crazy. Why weren't we friends in law school? It was like very in depth. Like she took time to write out the message, like intensely.
Maybe she was like under the influence, or like honestly,
That's
maybe she's
creepy.
spiraling from bar prep because
Fair.
like
Honestly,
that's
that's fair. Honestly, super fair, super valid.
because like I
But
feel
then-
like I'm on my own little island. Maybe she feels like she's on an island.
But what I will say is, she is gonna take the bar exam, but not do anything with it.
But why?
Maybe
That's
just
the
to
thing.
have in her back pocket.
This under back
But
pocket,
that's
but like,
like
but it's just, it just seems odd to me. But then, like, I want to be annoyed with her, but like, I get part purpose and I get like you want to do that, so like, you're doing
But,
it, but
like,
like, we have to do it because it's the
that's
only path
weird.
forward.
Yeah, that's the only
She
way.
has another path that she's totally taking that doesn't require her to do this. She just needs the JD. When she's gotten that, she's chilling. Like, I would just like not be
I
fretting
would
about
not
it.
do it. Yeah.
And I see her because she puts, and weirdly, she puts me on her close friend story and like shows me all that she's doing, like no, that's terrestrial.
Curricular?
Extracurricular, like her extracurricular activities.
Extraterrestrials.
Like I was mixing the two words together, and I was like, I don't think this is right. But like she's doing that, and I'm like, you know what? We're not friends. I mean,
Yeah.
like it's clear as day. Yeah, we like. There's probably 10 million people who like Pretty Little Liars, and they have good taste. Doesn't mean we're gonna be friends.
I got mine.
Hello.
How
What an
about
angel. Hello.
Oh my god, sit down.
What an
Put your butt down.
angel. Okay.
I gotta
Yeah.
come see him.
I'm gonna see you soon, good little guy. Get ready. I'm started packing.
Oh, yay.
So I have my wedding outfit. Mostly I have to get shoes. So I have my
so
wedding
excited.
outfit, but then I got these other shirts that I can't wait to show you. I think they're so cool. I don't know. I've worn them 3 days in a row. I like them so
That's
much.
amazing.
So I'm bringing those, and I'm bringing like 3. I'm trying to figure out like my outfits because I know with you guys I can be like comfortable, but like there's like one. I want
I'm
like
so
one.
excited.
I know.
I'm
I
so
want
excited.
one. I want one outfit, but I also know I can be super comfortable and everything. So like, I'm trying to figure it out, and I also like trying to remember that it's not going to be 10 million degrees like it is here.
Yeah.
Like, here it's not. It's not. It's going to be warm, but it's not going to be like.
Yeah, it's not gonna be like that.
It's not going to be 115 degrees.
Yeah, no.
So, but yeah, I'm very excited. Okay, Jenna, what's your thing?
I went to the allergist,
Oh
Okay.
yes.
Amazing.
Okay. Wonderful.
and
Health.
these are my allergens. Which
Okay.
so one, I'm allergic to all the grass and all the trees.
Okay, ditto.
But I've been having this like nose sprays I gotta be using.
Yeah.
Works wonders. I do it twice a day now. It's like a religion. I have to. I love it.
Love
It makes me
that.
feel so much better.
Amazing.
Love.
Can't have tomatoes. Tomatoes are the main ingredient of condiments.
Yeah.
Most
that
condiments.
sucks. That
Can't
sucks.
have soy. That's also in most condiments, and I love condiments.
Yeah.
Corn syrup. That's in Dr. Pepper. I love Dr. Pepper.
You can't have
Potatoes.
corn-
Potatoes is okay.
You're-
Not big
yeah,
on potatoes.
You're like, you're okay.
But she can still have sweet potatoes.
I can, and that's what I prefer. So,
Oh, that
but
works.
it's just like I can't
Okay.
have French fries, so that kind of stinks. But it's okay.
But she can
So-
have sweet potato fries.
So as a
can't.
point of like reference, what's the difference between the two potatoes? Are they not like both potatoes?
It's-
I mean, like
I
what's-
asked.
Oh yeah, please, thank you.
There's different proteins in them.
Okay.
Oh, okay, so it's like more of the.
I
okay.
got a BRB. My dog gotta go potty.
Have fun. Be safe.
Have fun.
And plus, I've already heard all of this, so I know.
Oh, that's fair.
True.
You're good.
But yeah, I've been trying and like looking at different things and being like, okay, like as I'm eating them, because I'm not like starting until after the bar, like focusing on it.
Yeah.
But I like be eating this and be like, man, yep, won't be able to eat this no more.
At least it's it and it's not like too extensive of a list. Like I did something similar where like I got like what food I was like a food like sensitivity test, and it told me I was basically allergic and sensitive to everything in the world, and I was like, that can't be true. So I'm not gonna worry about it. But like at least like you have a specific list and you've gone
Yeah.
over it with your allergists and you have a plan.
Yep, and
I
I got
like it.
the weekly allergy shots. Psyched for those to start, but those only help with the outside allergies. They don't help with the
Ah,
food stuff.
Okay. What are
So,
the sprays called? Like you had to get them like prescribed to you? Or they like
yeah, yes.
okay.
I will send you pictures because I highly
send me pics.
recommend.
Yeah, send me pics.
Like-
I need some strong like allergy
Because
medicine.
so
like,
what
I
it
need
is,
it.
it's and because I asked the lady, I was like, I like usually I only get prescribed this when I have like a sinus infection,
Right.
and she's like, oh
interesting.
no, because one's like a steroid. She's like, no, she goes because it's gonna be gross, but my nose makes too much mucus.
Yeah.
Which is like she's like your nose is too much of a good thing because mucus is good, but you have too much.
Ah,
So basically, one of them that I take dries up the mucus, and then the other one
Okay.
I take de-swells my glands to stop them from making so much.
oh, interesting.
Yeah,
Hmm,
it's like the more you know.
The more you know. See, science is a fascinating thing sometimes.
Yeah, I was like, she had like diagrams and pictures. I was like, oh my gosh, tell me more about my nose and the inner ear. Like, please tell me. I need to know.
Exactly. And like that's the thing, like with our process of learning, like all this crap we have to learn, I have like started to hate learning, but like when I go learn a completely different topic, like when I have my
It's
meetings
so
with my-
nice, right?
it's so nice. Like I meet with my dietitian and she tells me like, oh, why a food would be bad, or like why this isn't exactly the way things are, or science things. I was like, that's crazy. That's weird. Okay, tell me more. I love that.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's crazy. I like it
I
though. It's
feel
way
that.
better. Like honestly, like whenever like Heaven or anyone teaches me something outside of the law, it's amazing because I feel so like my dad was like cutting because he's trying to like make he has to adjust like a door from my parents' room because they don't have a door there and they want like a barn door. So they're trying to put that up. And so he had to get a bottom part, like a piece of wood for the bottom because it wasn't long enough. And so he got it and he was showing me, he's like, I need you to come like cut it with me. And I was like, oh, okay, how does this work? And I was like, I am not Home Depoting. I don't know what's going on here.
No.
So he was showing me and I was like, wow, this is kind of cool. Like I get it. Again, like then I was like, because when he was cutting it, then like all the stuff was shooting in my face, and I was like, oh, I see why people wear the glasses. That makes sense now. Like I was like, I didn't understand that, but it's cool. I like it. Like when I went to your house and I like mowed a lawn for the first time.
Yeah.
Cool. Something very practical. I love practical knowledge.
I
Like,
agree. Like
like-
stuff that's like actually going like not that law is not gonna help me because obviously it's gonna help me do my job, hopefully.
God willing.
Like there's a reason, but like learning stuff that just it makes my everyday life better.
Yeah, like I'm like, wow, like that makes sense. So, like,
Right,
that's how it
exactly, like-
works.
Like, okay.
So you miss it, Casey. We're just talking about how
I'm
like
back.
we love learning like common sense things because we have to learn like high level nonsense all the time. So it's nice to learn like a common sense thing. You're like, oh, that makes sense.
Like probably
basic-
all the stuff that you already know.
yeah, like
Because
applicable knowledge that you're already fully probably aware of. But like, I'm like, what? That's crazy.
because we were stunted.
realized
stunted by knowledge.
Exactly. I had a realization I'm stunted because of school. Like I'm stunted. Like I am like starting out life where Casey started like 2 or 3 years ago. I'm starting it now. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like
It's so crazy.
it's so
It's
weird.
not
Like
even 5 years ago.
Yeah.
it's just like it's just so weird. Like it's so weird. But that's crazy. But okay, so I had another scenario
Yes,
I'd like to go
lay it
through
out.
with you. And you actually both know her. So like it's not a bad scenario. It's just like I need to figure out how to like deal with it. So we don't text regularly, but I'll text you who it is so you like know who it is.
And we can connect.
Yeah. Better reference.
Exactly.
Better way to play devil's advocate here.
Exactly. Yeah. Fight back on me. Tell me I'm right. Then tell me
Okay,
you're idiot.
gotcha.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, so we don't text regularly, but when we do, like if I'm like thinking about it and I'm like in a good headspace, I'll text her and go, hey, how are you doing? And it never goes into like, I'm gonna kick you out of my wedding. I don't like you. We're not friends anymore. Like it's never any of that. Or it's like I hate you. I don't want to be friends with you. It never leads to, or it's never me asking for anything. It's
Yeah.
just that like, hey, how are you doing? I haven't checked in a while. And then so we go back and forth a little, and then she will like either send a voice note or she'll just like text me and go, okay, I always get really worried when you text because it doesn't feel like you text just to say hi. It feels like there's something else to say, but then you don't. And then I go, but have I said that? Have I said anything to be like mean or like
Like there's an underlying tone.
like to give you an underlying tone? Because if I'm saying something, if I'm saying it in a way that's making you feel bad, like please let me know. Like I don't want you to feel on edge when we talk. You shouldn't feel on edge. Like, you
Yeah.
shouldn't feel like, oh, Michael texted me. Oh my God.
What's
why is he
wrong?
like literally,
Yeah.
like, why is he texting
Your heart
me?
should sink when
Like I
I've
text you
been
and
there.
Exactly.
Been there,
Yeah,
done
done
that.
that. Like I get that, like totally. And I don't want to make me feel that way, but she like, and it's been like 3 or 4 times. And it's always like when we've seen each other in person or like just through texting, like she will always say, like, I'm always so worried that you are gonna give me bad news about our friendship. And I go, I'm never going to. Like I don't feel like I've ever given her any reason. And I say to her, like, what am I doing to make you feel that way? Because if I'm doing something, I can stop doing it. I can like amend how I behave. But she's like, no, it's just like I just get anxiety about it. Like I get worked up about it because it feels like you don't text me regularly. I go, well, it'll make you feel better if I did text you regularly. And she goes, no. And I was like, okay, then like what do I do? Like,
What's the compromise here?
like what do I do? It's like it's just been like I just feel bad because I want to have like another conversation to be like, okay, so like we've had this come up many a time, and I
Let's
don't know
be
how to
adults
fix it.
and talk about it.
Like exactly, like what can we do to
Yes,
make you
lay
feel
it all
better?
out on the table.
Exactly. So I'm gonna do that. I want to do it after the bar, but like I'm gonna do it and be like, we got it. Like we gotta talk about this because like I
Like
don't
there's an elephant in the room and you need to squash it.
exactly. And
Yeah.
like then I feel bad. Like but I know I don't feel like I'm being a bad friend, but then I feel like I am being a bad friend. But like I haven't done anything, so and like there hasn't been like something get shown to me to be like, see this, you say this and it makes me feel bad. Like it's nothing, and I go, I don't know how to fix this. So then I feel weird texting you.
Then you're like, I gotta fix it. Like I'm a fixer, gotta fix
I'm
it.
a fixer, but like I can't fix it. And then it's weird because then I go to text her and I go, well, should I text her? Because she's probably gonna think I'm like I'm gonna be mean. Like I don't know. Like
Yeah.
so I was just like thinking about it. And I was like, I gotta ask Casey and Jenna about it. But like I was just like, because she like sent me a voice note and I was like, Jesus, like voice. I've not had good experience with people send me voice notes. Jenna and y'all can.
I not a fan of them. I do it every once in a while, but that's only like I talk to text more than I do a voice note.
Understandable.
See, that's the thing that
My thing
pisses
is,
me. Oh
I
yeah,
can't
okay.
hear.
I see the text.
I can't hear. So like if I'm out in public and someone was to send me a voice note, I literally have to hold my phone up to my ear.
I'd have to get earphones.
And like
I'd have to
like,
get headphones.
and then I'd have to listen to it like over and over again because I literally like
She's
can't
deaf.
comprehend when I'm listening.
She is deaf.
Indeed.
I can vouch
Indubitably.
for that. Forsooth.
You haven't done that in a while.
I know. I love whenever someone says "indeed." I always think to say "indubitably," and then I go, "Ah, forsooth." Like I'm always thinking about the whole.
Me too. I like will say
Same.
indeed, and I like finish it in my head.
Yeah, exactly. I finish it in my head, and I go, I gotta finish it. But no, like, yeah, it's bothered me. And like what you guys were just texting, like, it's weird. We can talk more about it after. But like, it's just there's a lot of things where like I'm just so over like friends that are wishy-washy. Like you two are not wishy-washy, and I very much appreciate that, and it's wonderful. Like
I'm sorry, Michael, but you're stuck with me and you're stuck with Jenna.
Yeah, no, that's not an option. And we just like put that out there.
I think it's great. I mean, hey, we got to film this podcast, and this podcast is going to be popular. So we got
Heck, you're at a family table at the wedding, so we were doing it.
Yeah, guys.
You are even in family colors, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you are.
Fuck yeah. Amazing.
I can't
so excited.
find it. I feel
that's what I love. Like I finally found
in the middle.
In the middle.
Right there.
Oh, I love that. So I'm like really I'm really lucky to we're not going to get too mushy about this. We can move on and talk about like nonsense. But like I'm really lucky to have friends like you guys because like it's taken so long to have like really, really solid, good friends. And I always felt like I was the problem. And like I think you guys get this, like having friends is hard sometimes.
It's just like clicking. Like you just gotta find the people you click with.
Like, and that's the thing, like we have always just clicked. And I we just click. Hey, you guys are the people that got me my first tattoo. So
I have a funny story, and it has to do with the wedding and just like growth and all of that stuff.
Yeah, let's do it.
I was going through my messages and I was trying to find the list of all the people that are coming to the wedding because I needed to spell out things because when we did the seating chart, because I'm typing up the table numbers, we didn't put everyone's last name on there, and I just want to make sure everything's spelled right.
Right.
But that's neither here nor there, and I was looking up wedding guests.
Yeah.
In my text messages, and a message popped up from many, many moons ago to people that I used to be friends with and no longer. We had a falling out, but all is well now.
Yeah.
I'm sure we're both for the better.
It's water under the bridge.
Yes. But it was a message of me telling them like, oh, we just made the guest list. Like, you guys are on it. Like,
because
so
did you
excited.
Like did you type in your phone like guest list to find like the guest list?
Yeah.
Oh,
and
that's
it,
crazy.
Popped up and I was like, oh.
That's crazy. Okay. That's wild.
I was like, wow, how the tables have turned.
Literally.
Wow. Like how things have just been. And I will tell you guys, like when the weird thing is like, so because your engagement like was obviously for you guys, and I wasn't like as connected in there because of certain people, but like I found out secondarily. I like found out from a certain person because they wanted to like talk trash about it. And so they like told us about it. And I was like, oh my God, that's so cool. And like immediately we seemed happy about it. But then I just remember it's sad, like I now think really great things about it. But I remember the first time being told about your wedding was in a negative context. And I was just like, why are we talking about it like this? Like it feels like someone got engaged. Like, why are we mad about it? Like I just remember the person being like so like annoyed by the idea of it. And I didn't understand then, I totally understand now why. And it like makes sense. The maths on that one. And I was just like, dang, look at us.
Crazy.
We are doing so great and having a great time, and everyone else sucks. And
Yeah.
then sometimes the world sucks, but
Funny how the roles have switched.
exactly. Like, we're having a good time and they don't matter at all.
I'm trying, holding on to them good days.
We're living life.
Living La Vida Loca.
As Alex would say, we're living life at a quarter mile of a time.
Yeah.
I like that. Honestly, that's a really great thing about it.
So
Like,
I told my mom today, because she's like, we're living in basically just like a shit show, like a constant shit show is what
Yeah.
our like life
Facts.
is, and like our house, not household, but like family, everything.
yeah.
So I told her, I said, well, I'm so excited for the bar to be done so that my portion of the shit show can be over.
Exactly. Like what like I'm like main issue worrying about, like that can be done with, and then you can like
Yeah,
focus on other crap.
exactly.
No,
But like my personal little like cloud in the storm will be
yeah, like the storm will eventually like dissipate and pass.
yes.
Yeah. Ugh, amazing. No, I'm excited. Honestly,
But I'm getting so excited for the wedding, like so excited.
I'm pumped. I can't wait to
Like,
record.
when we
podcast.
finished this last night,
Yeah.
it was just like so surreal.
I bet like it's becoming so much real, because we've talked about this for like a long time, but like it feels like it's like really happened. And I like
It is coming so quick. Like it feels like although I will say at the same time, like this week I'm like, oh my god, it's finally Friday. Like I feel like this week has dragged.
Drugged so badly.
Yeah,
but at the same time, like holy heck, like the wedding,
like
so
listen,
soon.
You wanna know what? This week drug, next week's gonna fly by. The week of the wedding is gonna freaking go so fucking slow.
Oh no. It's for us, it's gonna be like
yeah. Like it's gonna be crazy because like it's gonna feel slow at times, and then like but all the like the good times, then it'll start to be like blah. So
but I already told Michael this too, but Dad booked my hotel room for the bar, and
he told me that.
Did he tell you what he got me?
No, he just said he booked the room.
He got me a spa tub.
Amazing.
So I'm very excited.
I would be so. I mean, like I'm so pumped for you because you need.
Yeah, just because like I'm like going to be at the exam, be like, you know what? I gotta finish the exam because I have a reward waiting for me. It's waiting for me at home. It's gonna be good.
Literally, I was telling my mom like, oh, Jenna like gets a nice room and she gets a nice like a whole thing, and she's like, that's amazing. Jenna like really needs it. She's gonna deserve that. And I was telling her, did you tell Casey about like the lunch situation?
I don't know if I did.
You told me it was like an hour.
Well, so listen.
An hour for lunch.
So listen, they offered boxed lunches. Okay, the place that I'm taking it at.
So how much do you think a box lunch?
So let me tell you what's in it,
and then you give us a price.
So per day, because there's 2 days, so
it's
not like a combined cost. It's a turkey wrap, a bag of chips, a bottle of water, and a cookie. Tell me what you think that would cost.
Oh, they're probably charging stupid fucking money for it.
Give me a number. Spit out a number.
That I'd be like, okay, $5. They're probably charging like 20, 25.
$19.
19. Look how close you were.
Yeah. So
it's
$38.
Like $38.
You might as well bring your own food and keep it in the freaking fridge in the hotel room.
I'm gonna.
Yeah,
I was like, no, I'm gonna give me a $2 Lunchable, and
my mom said,
right?
My mom. Well, so I told my mom, and then my mom was concerned. She's like, "Wait, can Jenna?" Because I told her like you really can't leave, and she's like, "Oh my god, can you not? Like, is that all you can have?" My mom was like, "I'll get her food." I was like, "We'll get her food." We need my mom. I was like, "No, she can bring in food." She it would be such a bitch move to be like, "Oh, you have to spend $38 for lunch, like."
Or else you don't eat.
Or you don't eat, and I'd say, "Fuck you! I will eat whatever."
I pay the $38 because. My stomach will not be the one growling during the test.
No, but also at that point, then I would make friends and I go, oh my god, I feel like you didn't finish your lunch. I'll have that for you. Thank you so much. I got no
shame. Finish that?
You finish that one? I'll take it. No worry. I'll pretend to be like a waiter. Oh, I can clear that table for you.
Casually sticking it in your pockets.
Yeah, right? Oh my god.
They're like, wait, did you sit next to me at the bar? No. Shut the fuck up. I'm eating I'm fucking hungry. Yeah. Well, yeah. I was looking because the place that I'm taking the bar, the bar examiners, whatever, are offering like box on like Jenna, but there's like a restaurant. There's like a dining facility in the building at some level of the building, and you can eat there if you want. And I was telling Jenna, guess how much a lunch for me would cost there? Like, and it's very similar to what Jenna would get. It's not actually, I don't even think it includes a cookie or like a water. It's $40. It better be fucking made of gold. And like,
What?
it better be made of gold, and it better give me every fucking answer on the
I was
bar.
gonna say
my
it better like
God.
regurgitate the bar exam for
Yeah,
me.
right.
Like literally, like once I eat the
Like
sandwich,
cause the knowledge to just spill.
exactly like it gives it. I eat the sandwich, and then like literally every single multiple choice answer just pops into my brain, or like
Yeah.
at least half of them have to pop in there. Like
Like
I was
some
like-
like superpower juice.
so when I was like, that's bullshit. Like that's so I told my mom, I was like, we gotta find something else to eat because I'm not spending that there, especially with something I don't want. Like I have
Yeah.
to spend the $40. I gotta
I'm
get
gonna get
something I
something
want.
good.
And then so we found sushi, and I was like, good, I'm eating fucking sushi.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that's a good thing about taking it in California. Sushi
True.
available everywhere. Or
So are you getting excited to go back to California? Like for good?
I am. Well, so I am excited because I get to be with Kevin. I get to be with my cat, which I'm so excited about.
Amazing.
But like, I'm also freaked out because like I won't have a job for a bit, so I feel bad. I feel like a freeloader. I felt like a freeloader for the past like 4 years because I'm gonna apply for the bar. I'm gonna apply for my job. Like literally, I'm gonna walk out of the bar, go to bed. I'm gonna be on a plane probably to you and be like typing in my like turning in my application because that's the first time I can turn in. Like I just
Oh
want
my
to
god.
like give me a job. So like
Yeah.
It's crazy that you're literally getting on a plane to come to New York the
it's
day
crazy
after you
because like
take the bar.
because I drive to take the bar on the 29th. I take the bar 30/31 on the night of the 30th, like at 5 p.m. because that's when the bar exam ends for me. I will drive back to Nevada, hopefully drop dead and go to sleep, and then wake up in the morning and have to be on a plane at 6 a.m.
You're driving back
Oh
to
my
Nevada after you take the
God.
bar
It's only
by you're
not by myself. My mom's coming. My mom's coming.
okay. Listen,
Yeah.
you're gonna be exhausted.
No,
Like,
my
that
mom
is not
well, 'cause-
safe.
No. My mom is coming because what I'm gonna do is drive there because I'm gonna be like freaked out with like nervous energy.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna drive there. Then on the way back, I'm just gonna be like dead to the world,
Dead to the world. Yeah.
like in the car. So I'm excited.
That makes me feel better.
Yeah. No. Because at first I was like, I want to do about because at first I told
It's
my mom,
just so crazy. Michael, you're gonna be here in 2 weeks.
I know it's very surreal. Like it's gonna happen. I'm gonna be like, hey, I've been here before. I've never been. Where am I landing? I think I'm landing in Buffalo. I've been in Buffalo because I looked at a college here, but I didn't fly out of Buffalo. So I've never been to the Buffalo airport. So it'll be interesting. I'm excited.
I fly at both Buffalo and Rochester.
same.
Rochester. Oh, I see. I've been to the
Rochester's
Rochester
like
one.
smaller scale, which I like.
I love
It's
the
just like
small
chill because
airport.
it's like
Yeah, I
there's like
love the
nobody
small-
around, and I,
I
always
feel
flew
like
like
usually,
stupid early.
like if I go to Florida or something, I feel like usually it's Buffalo.
Yeah.
But like if I were when I used to fly by myself to Massachusetts, it'd be Rochester because
Yeah.
Mm.
Because they had a good flight.
yeah.
Decent
See, I like
prices.
that.
Yeah.
See, that's why I
Yeah.
like the airport near.
I can't believe
me.
how many times I flew to Massachusetts by myself to see you.
Well,
when
it's a
I
good thing
could've-
you know how to, because I might even end up back there. Who knows?
Listen,
You're gonna go back.
if you go
Might.
back to
I
fucking
know the area. I got
Massachusetts, I'll
some
just
friends
drive.
there.
I'll
That's true.
drive.
I know. Now you're a professional.
I'm a professional driver to
Yeah,
Massachusetts. Come
You
on.
could do it. You could do it. You did that. Yeah, you've done it.
We
I've
get to
done
go
it.
at the end of August, and I'm
so
like low key
excited.
excited
It'd be a
just
nice
for that
you know,
wedding.
We still
Yeah.
have to see if we can book another hotel room for the
Yeah,
next
do
Sunday.
a hotel.
Well,
We did.
We got
so
one,
we
but
did. But Jenna didn't realize that the weekend that we're going, that following Monday is Labor Day. So we were leaving Massachusetts Sunday morning, the day after a wedding and being up late. So then after I
Oh.
figured out that it was Labor Day on Monday, I'm like, Jenna, we could get another hotel room and stay Sunday and leave Monday morning. So
Yeah.
that way Sunday we can gaily van around Massachusetts.
I want
Yeah.
her to call the place though, because I sent the email to her, so therefore it's in her name.
No, it's in your name. And you just used my email.
Yeah, but you can
Because you
pretend
knew
you're
I
me.
wasn't gonna lose it.
I give
I'm
you
gonna-
permission to pretend to be me.
I get you.
Okay,
I am
well,
the
I'm gonna be
ability.
charging your card then too.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm gonna be. I have to pay for it. You gotta do some legwork.
You gotta help a girl out.
Fine.
That's fair.
I'll call at some point. I'll call in a week or so, like next week.
Yeah. Once the wedding's done, then we'll start really thinking about it. You know, one good thing
Yeah.
at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta space them out. You can't be like,
We can't
enjoy
I
them.
will
Rush 'em.
say though, I'm hoping if we go back to Sparked, I can tell the lady that Michael, did you know I lost my bracelet?
Yes, you told me. You told me that.
I still can't find it. To
Which
this
is so
day.
crazy because like mine have been
Yeah.
so good. Like
You're so
have
good.
had
I
no
know.
issues.
Mine's been good. Mine's been good now, but that's just crazy that it broke out. I know she'll feel bad. So
And
really milk
I
that.
can't find it. I've looked everywhere in my house. I can't find it anywhere. I have no idea where it went to.
You're probably like walking somewhere like out in public or something and it just slipped right off and you didn't
Like
even
I
notice.
literally woke
Yeah.
up the next day and I like was putting lotion on my legs
And
and I looked down and I was like, "Where's my brace? Where's my anklet?" I'm
That's
like, well,
crazy.
I don't know when I lost it. I don't know what happened to it. It's gone, nowhere to be found.
So this is random. Like it's so random because I just looked at my pillows. But another I think for allergies, Michael, that I learned.
Yeah.
Hypoallergenic pillow with a hypoallergenic pillowcase.
Oh, see, I've heard about that, and I'm thinking about getting it.
Highly
Right.
or I haven't done it yet, but the lady told me that I should. So everything else she told me has been correct. So I
Might as well listen to her.
Yeah, Wi-Fi
yeah,
that one.
she's
That
got
one
the
seems
degree,
pretty-
you know?
Exactly, and that one feels like the least invasive. Like you don't have to take a drug.
Yeah.
You just gotta change a pillow, and I kind of love to change a pillow once in a
Me
while.
too. I love a good new pillow.
A car with a good pillow. I was trying to teach my dad that. Like I felt car with that because I used to say a phrase I used to say hard pass all the time with things, and so I taught him that. And he's been like really good about using that. But like then I wanted to teach him a new one, but he doesn't swear, so I couldn't teach him that. So I tried to teach him an amended version of that, but I was like, it doesn't hit the same. I'm just not going to. I'll teach him something else, like figure out something. But I was like, it can't be that because he doesn't like that. He won't say that, but I'll figure it.
That's so funny.
Oh.
Well, guys, I'm exhausted. Should we wrap it up?
Oh my God, it's 3:50. I didn't realize what time it was. Fuck. Okay, yes.
It's almost 7 o'clock.
I know, true. I say
Yeah.
3:50 and it's really like 6:50. I forget.
It's literally 6:49.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we've had a really good episode. Well,
We did.
everyone-
As always.
as always. So check us
Um,
out on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, everywhere. Check us out. Woo.
Yeah, find us.
Yeah,
We're
Find
there.
us, like us. Don't
Follow
maybe
us.
subscribe,
Do
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck
check
it.
us out.
Yeah.
You know,
We're
laugh with
fun.
us. We're a
We
good
try.
time. We're fun.
Laugh,
funny.
cry, whatever you want to do.
Yeah,
We're
whatever,
funny.
whatever you're feeling that day, we'll do it all. Don't worry.
Yeah,
We
we're
get
down.
all the we check all the boxes.
Yeah, you will give you
Yes.
great advice. We'll cry with you. We'll laugh with you. We'll say stupid
Yes.
shit. We'll call
Yeah,
you dumb.
Got you.
We got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.
See you next
Bye.
week.